What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you create. It seems this was said by Lord Buddha himself. And this, I think, is the greatest secret when it comes to living a successful and a fulfilled life. From Bible to Bhagavad Gita, from ancient philosophers to modern scientists, from Ashtavakra Gita to the book of Mirdad, every great philosopher, every great thinker have said this in their own way. Today, we will go deep and we will understand the mechanics of conscious creation. And through the three parts of this video, we will understand the impact that our thoughts and our feelings has in shaping our lives. And at the end, we will also look at how we can transform our personality and totally shift our mindset and achieve an ideal life within 48 days, that is one mandala. The Adhvaitha channel is about conscious living and conscious creation. Here, we explore Vedanta and various ancient teachings from India to understand the nature of reality and to consciously create our lives. So make sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel to help us spread this knowledge. Part 1 is about the power of thoughts and emotions. Now, this is how I have come to understand this reality through the teachings of ancient Advaita Vedanta. There is one infinite consciousness, there is one infinite intelligence. Call it God, call it whatever you wish. There is one infinity, and me and you and all of us are in fact that infinite consciousness. This is what the ancient Upanishads tell us. In our essence, we are infinite. All the limitations, all the lack, all the scarcity that we face is because of our identification with our body and mind. It is because that we think that we are this body and mind, we are suffering the consequences of it. But in reality, our nature is abundance, our nature is infinitude. Now we have not only identified with this body and mind, we have further identified ourselves with this personality, with our limiting beliefs, and with this thought pattern that we have. Because of all this, we are creating a certain kind of a life for ourselves, and we are facing consequences of this. Now, as per Vedanta, it is because of our karma, that is prarabdha karma, we have a certain kind of a personality today. Because of our karma, we have certain vasanas, which are tendencies that we have at a very deep level. Because of this, we are aligned in a certain way. We think a certain kinds of thoughts, we hold certain deep-seated belief systems, and we feel certain kinds of emotions all day long. And we become what we think about all day long. Like Buddha said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. This is what is happening with us. So by holding different belief systems unconsciously and by thinking different thoughts every single day unconsciously, we are in fact creating our lives unconsciously. We are attracting different circumstances and situations, and we are experiencing a kind of a reality, and all of this is happening unconsciously. Our thoughts create our reality. All the greatest teachers, philosophers, and scriptures have said this. Think and Grow Rich has said this, and most of the self-help books talk about this. It seems Marcus Aurelius once said, "A man's life is what his thoughts make of it." And in Bible, it is said, "As ye sow, so shall ye reap." And in Mark 9:23, again it is said, "All things are possible to him that believeth." In Ashtavakra Gita, Ashtavakra says to Janaka, "Yamati sa gati bhavet," which translates to, however you keep your mind, such a life you will create for yourself. And even Bhagavad Gita talks about how our mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy. And the 17th chapter, 3rd verse of Bhagavad Gita says, Sattvanurupa sarvasya Shraddha bhavati bharata Shraddha mayo yam purusho yo yachadra sa yevasa, which means man is made by his beliefs. As he believes, so is he. We can look at hundreds of quotes and examples here which tells us the importance of thinking and belief systems. Socrates said, "We are what we think we are." And Henry Ford once said, "If you think you can or if you think you can't, you are right." So this is undeniable. Our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and our belief systems influence our reality. They influence the actions that we take, they influence the people that we meet, and they influence the reality that we experience. The first step is to understand this and acknowledge this in order to begin to live a conscious life. Now, the part 2 is about the power of intention. Intention is everything. I am that infinite consciousness at the deepest level in my essence. You are the same. You are the infinite consciousness in your essence. Since there is only that infinite consciousness and everything is energy, and the entire manifestation of this universe, as we can see, is simply a projection or an appearance in that consciousness. And since mind and our personality is simply a mask over that consciousness, whatever thoughts and whatever feelings that goes through our mind, we are empowering it with that infinite consciousness which we are at the fundamental level. Our intention is the way in which we communicate with this universe. And in fact, we are the universe. And our thoughts are our intentions, whether it is conscious or unconscious. So just stop for a moment here and try to understand and acknowledge the significance of this. Unconsciously, we are letting our lives go in a direction in which we don't want it to go. This is what we need to realize, and this is what we need to stop. And in order to do that, the first step that we need to take is goal setting. Goal setting is very powerful. A goal is a direction that we give for our life. It is a direction that we give to our mind so that it can think in that way and it can help us reach there. Now, here are the 3 steps that we can take right now to create a vision for our life and to create goals for our life. And you can start doing this along with me in this video. First, close your eyes and imagine your ideal life. Forget about all the limitations of resources, money, etc. Forget about everything and just think about your ideal life. If you could be whoever you wished, if you could have whatever you wanted, if you could live however you want to live, how would your life be? What are the types of experiences you would be having? What are the kinds of people you would have relationship with? How much money would you make every month? Think about all this. Pause this video, spend a few minutes on this and open your eyes. Now, define the ideal personality. Whatever you envisioned for your life, start writing it down in a diary. Write about your ideal health, the kind of health and body that you wish to have. Write about the relationships you wish to have, about the money, write about your spiritual goals, and write about the contribution that you want to make to this society. So write about all this and keep it as a note with you and go through this every single day. Step 2, segregate this vision. Organize it into 2 parts. One is long term, which is 5 to 10 years from now, and another one is short term, 6 months to 2 years from now. Make a list of things that you wish to have and you can practically have within the next 6 to 24 months as short term goals, and the things that you want in the long term as long term goals. And step 3, focus on the short term goals and break them up into small chunks of tasks that you can do right now in order to take steps and in order to take action towards your ideal life. And start by taking the first step. And part 3 is the transformation, the 48-day challenge. In Vedanta, there are 3 steps in order to make transformation happen. These 3 steps are Shravana, which is listening and consuming the information. Second, Manana, which is repetition and understanding of this information or knowledge. Third, Nididhyasana, which is meditation, which is actually living by this knowledge. And with these 3 steps, the information will first become conviction within us, and after this, it will become transformation. So, just information alone is not sufficient. We need to take steps and we need to work hard to actually see transformation. Now, here one needs to understand that our personality creates our personal reality, and our personality is nothing but our thoughts and our feelings. So, first, we must take account of the thoughts and feelings that we experience and we unconsciously go through every single day. After this, we need to define our ideal personality, the ideal personality which is free from the negative habits, which is free from procrastination, which has a positive attitude, and which is disciplined, and which is worthy of living the ideal life. And we must slowly begin to transform our personality into that ideal personality. This is the goal. And this takes time. It takes 48 days. In ancient India, it is said that gurus used to tell their students or disciples to work on themselves when it comes to any particular practice for 48 days straight. These 48 days are considered as one mandala, and this is how many days it takes for us to change our personality and change our belief systems. Now let us talk about the 48-day plan for you to transform your thinking and for you to create a new positive life for yourself. There are 3 elements to this plan. One is this instruction and this video. Make sure to save this link and make sure to watch this video whenever you're free for the next 48 days straight. Second, affirmations. Now, whatever vision you have for your life and whatever you wish to manifest in your life, create a set of affirmations which are in alignment with your vision, and write these affirmations in the present tense as though you already have what you are seeking, and practice these affirmations for 10 minutes a day. And third element is the meditation. Below this video, I will provide a link for a free creative visualization meditation or third eye meditation, which will integrate your vision into your personality and your thought process. So, spare just 5 to 6 minutes every single day for this meditation and make use of this. And apart from these 3 things, make sure to live consciously throughout the day. And I understand that this is difficult to practice since our mind is accustomed to unconscious thought patterns and unconscious thinking. But at least whenever we become aware that we are thinking unconsciously or we are thinking negative thoughts, we need to take a moment and wake up. We need to just witness those thoughts and go beyond them as much as we can, and we need to stay positive throughout the day as much as we can. If we do all these things right, we can definitely change the direction of our lives within 48 days. So I hope you will make use of this, and all the best. Now, to get a better understanding of conscious creation, we had made a free conscious creation masterclass where we had covered a lot of deep concepts regarding conscious creation. So, you can check out this video next to truly understand the 4 pillars of conscious creation. And also, we have an elaborate program in the Adhvaitha Conscious Society, which is our private learning come community platform. And here we have a program called the Conscious Creation Blueprint to help people implement this knowledge and to consciously create their life the way they actually want to live. So, all the links for this will be given in the description. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the next one. If you liked the video, check out this next and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you and welcome to our community.